own or things of your own and keep my commandments. He said, we will lift you up above. Passover. Let us go. We better point to so that people ask what is celebrating, will tell them what is celebrating. Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy what? Deuteronomy 16. Let's go. Let me go for Deuteronomy 16 verse. 9 to 11. Okay, pass me that. Peace in Jesus' name. Yes, you're not sleeping.
Deuteronomy chapter 16 from verse 9. Count 7 weeks for yourself. Begin to count 7 weeks for the time you begin to use the sickle.
It's only what?
16 from verse 9.
No, 5.
From verse 5.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to slaughter the Passover within any of your gates which Elohim gives you. 6. But at the place where Elohim chooses.
That day of this feast is where it has been chosen as a place of worshiping God. Not to stay in your house and say, no need. It's the same covenant of God you have tried to keep. It's the place where his name is, where they are worshiping him. That he will come, then the lambs will be slaughtered. But let us go, leave that and let us start from this before we come back to that place. Let's go to Exodus 12. From 1 to 28, one by one, we will pick up. Exodus 12.
Exodus 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses,
and the Lord speak unto Moses,
and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying,
and Aaron, Moses and Aaron,
this month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
He said, this very one shall be unto you the beginning of the month of Abi. Now is a new year which you have just entered. 14th of that new year is the 5th. The 5th of this April is going to be 14th of the new year, biblical year of God, which the Israelites are keeping.
It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel.
Speak to all the people of the short, of Sabbath short. Speak to all Sabbatharians.
Say, in the 10th day of this month, there shall take to them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take
peace in Jesus' name. Hold on. You know, there's one thing we have each branches. It depends on how many of them that are coming. In that coming, they may need 2 lambs. Lagos supposed to have 2 as a family. But if we go to headquarters where we have enough space, if you like with your family, if you have a large family, and you know that your family can finish 1 lamb, better. If you know that if you cannot finish 1 lamb, you can pick 3 family or 2 family. There are some people who cannot afford it. All of you will make it. But this one, we are doing it collectively now for the time being. That is what the Bible is speaking. If you know that your family is big and it's 1 lamb, you know that family will join. Then he will tell you what is going to happen and how that lamb should or goat, or say lamb or goat shall be eaten, and how it's going to be eaten, and what will happen, and what you use to eat it, and the condition will be the time you will be eating it. I continue. As a great ritual, has a great meaning in your life today. The power and the force that follow that same. When you are practicing it again, the same power and force is called, that's why they call it great ritual. And that is why you, the covenant keeping, those that keep the word of God, are the covenant keeping children. And your God is also a covenant God, keeping God. And the purposes of making all this for you is always achieved. That's why people fear you. They don't believe that you worship God. They believe that it has something special or something you are doing on the ground, like you call yourself. It's the raw word of God that you are keeping. And the powers of God will continue to be manifested and to fulfill in your lives. Oh yeah? As far as you are practicing it.
Let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls, every man according to his eating.
Every man according to the eating, how you are eating.
Shall make your count for the lamb. 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish.
That lamb we are going to buy will not get any defect, any cut, any blemish, only as they normally got for market. Those ones is not for you. And it shall be 1 year old. So, you know, in our villages we train goats, but here we don't train goats. And this outside people that sell this meat now, they have known it that this time is their season. So when you come, they say you will Sabbath man. When you don't tell they say you want 1 year old, they say you will Sabbath man. They will go and bring it. And when they bring it, if you don't take careful, you will see that those marks. You can't take them. God say you can't take them. But that lamp is representing Christ. That is why if you continue to go, you will see what happened. What he said will not do in that lamp was exactly what happened when Christ was crucified because of that lamp. When they were breaking other people's leg, they did not break his leg. The fact that he's dead, then they pierced him the sword. They pierced his beard, and the blood and water came out. But others, they break their legs. That's why you cannot break anybody. You are saying, even when those people that will slaughter them, they will be careful. People that knows about it will direct them. This was not when they slaughter them. What will they use for celebration? This is a sacred feast. Everything you are doing here will be followed according to the direction of the Bible. So that after the feast, that day, within that evening to around 12 when the thing will end, then you will thank your God. You know that you have partaken the feast of God. You will see when your dream will change automatically. Then this will start to happen to you. Not what you get money. It's when you fight your battle and win your battle that you start expecting money. I mean, then you when the money comes, you don't have money again. You say, money. Your life will change. Boy, young boys, don't say they call up money. Don't you know that I've got money? Continue.
6. And you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month.
When you buy it, you give unto that 14th day. We are supposed to buy this lamb tomorrow. And the ones that will go for market will go tomorrow. God will also register, they will send the money, then you will go there to buy them for the tomorrow. They will stay here so that they will be clean and holy before that very day.
And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Then that evening, once it's 3, you will do prayer, blow the trumpet, and slaughter that very the lambs. There are people that will be roasting, not slicing and cutting them, and roasting them will start.
7. And they shall take up the blood and strike it on the 2 side posts.
They will take the blood use the brush, go to the two posts of this, place the blood there, outside and not inside. So that when the angels that we want to visit you that night, visit you here, because after that nobody will go outside though. That's why we now say any person who want to follow to fulfill it, let us start to go. Let this will not bring us problem. I will say we have done the feast of Passover, I will not succeed. It's a very serious feast that makes you to be highly protected. And I'm going to be able to so we place it here. Go for this bag because you have bag here. You place it here as well. That entry there, place it at the spot, two pillars as you place here. Then the doors with what? Be locked. No more going out. We have toilet here, we have everything here, we have water here. So that the angels that are going for battle, fighting, looking for you in a place, into your house. When they locate you to this place, they will see the bottle and they will pass over and go for your enemies. I have continued.
And they shall take
we are speaking this because you are doing it, but we want to refresh you. And for those that have not done it, so they will know. Prepare to prepare yourself, know what you are going through by that very one-day evening.
And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire.
It shall be roasted with fire, not with the soup. Some of our people, they cook the soup, that they make it sweet, aroma, everything with it. God said, no, you can hear the word. Some of our people don't change to do the soup. They want to do this on their own. Look at the roast, God said, we roast and actually. No other spices there. No curry, no salt, no anything to make am attractive. But yet, because that is ritual, it have the purpose. God himself has these purposes. Okay.
Roast with fire and unleavenbread and with bitter herbs they shall eat.
Say you eat that meat roasted by fire with your living bread. None of us will have a possibly those people that are listed in Lagos here that are coming to worship here. Your house will take all the whole livings in your house, bread, alcohol, whatever is in your house that is living, you pack them out of their house. If you don't, because if you reach one in your own, you go forget, tire, you just carry out, you don't spoil the word of God in your life. About that, this very process, you are spoiled it. You are the one who spoiled it, not man. That's why I say you pack those things out of your house. That is the Bible. God is instructing Aaron and the Moses. God himself is instructing them what to do. And it's not the prophecy. It's not the prophet. It's not the priest. It's not the pastor. But God himself is talking. Oh yeah.
And they shall eat the flesh in that night. Roast with fire.
Say we shall eat that flesh that night. Roast with fire.
And unleavenbread.
And unleavenbread. And with that bread, I think by Tuesday or something, it will land here. Or by Monday, it will land here by Monday.
And with the bitter herbs.
Bitter herbs. Bitter herbs. Because the journey you are about to embark, when they want to embark to this place, to the promised land, is a very hard and a great battle. The enemy challenges they will meet so that they will know that that journey is very, very hard. It's bitter. It's very hard. That is why they prepare them, say they will put their arrows, they will push shoe, because what they are doing, you know, when you are marching to battle, you hit yourself. You see, I mean, when they are going to, they will keep them with strong shoes. They will keep carrying whatever in your bag, the only thing. Because when they go, everything they will carry is in their bag. And the God, and their armory, their waist, and the water they will drink, everything is with them, they are going to battle. What you are going is that you are embarking to a very serious journey to freedom. leaving the place that holy have been for many years. You are leaving that place. As yet upon that, when they are about going, the Pharaoh and his people followed them, and God used his own power again to tell Moses to strike the water, and the water divided into two. And when the children of Israel passed, and when Israel was to make sure they attack them or bring them back, the water closed and swallowed up them. So, if they are not treated well, they will not be able to move according to instruction. They will package this and do that. They will eat well and go over. He said, same they shall do whenever they have gone to the promised land. He said that same thing they will do when they get to the promised land. In memory of that bearing, he said, and the same thing you are doing that day in the same battle that preparing you to fight your enemies. Because enemies don't get in when they finish for life. If you are not strong, if you are not prayerful, if you are not strong, if you are a loose somebody, you like to discuss, because to go to church to discuss, to play. When you go to church, what you have to discuss is about the welfare of the church and the house of God. Not about, hey, how are you, how is the ball? Hey, that woman, you see, from there you will enter problem. Come to the house of God, worship God, go to their house. If you get there to discuss with your friend about business or whatever about the church, or want to ask him, don't discuss about people. From there, you start losing your right. You will worship God for many years and nothing will happen. The house of God is where you come and get liberty. God will bless you and loose you from the bondage of the enemy. Not where you will go and you will tie up yourself for many years. No. Any person will worship God according to direction, that will happen. A lie. That's something you will do with God. That's something that causes it. Once you know that you go to the house of God and worship, this was moving for you. Even God has stopped the blessing, His blessing to stop for the next time. Things will be happening around you. That thing is protection. That is God will, no matter how small, God will feed you and give you good health. God will give you, He said nothing will lose. And that the particular purpose of that very problem that gave that affliction, that is what you are going to go through. But any other thing will not happen. But Job, God allowed those things to come. Satan wanted him to kill him. God said, no, don't touch the soul. So, both children, everything he lost them. But he did not lose his life. But at last, he regained his freedom. God bless him. More than how he blessed him before. He said, he gave the most handsome boys and the most beautiful children. And added years, and he lived 180 years. God is great. He said, God, you are serving. He said, God, you have to hold it well. Don't use it to human being. Don't allow people to discourage you. Don't allow even the GO or me or the elders or the neighbors or whatever to discourage you. Because Satan can enter anyone and speak to you the way you cannot like it, and you will take offense on that thing. Not that person, but the devil used him to disturb you or to destroy you or to provoke you so that you talk rubbish against God. Because that devil have seen what is about to happen in your life that is good, and you want to use it as an advantage to disturb you for that thing. So you be careful and know what you are doing. This is a feast of freedom, a place that you are going to lose from the bondage of the enemy. Be careful. Right, continue. Continue, my brother.
Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all.
Don't eat the meat raw.
Nor sodden at all with water.
Or cook baby soup was cooked as they cook their meat in the house.
But roast with fire.
But he was roasted with fire.
His head with his legs.
His legs with his head.
And with the bottom
He will roast all of them.
dead.
The belly, you will roast the belly and the roast with soup.
And they shall let nothing of it remain until the morning.
When we finish that very day, any leftover, you don't carry away your house. No make mistake say this meat you collected in plenty. I won't carry some of them to buy a child. I will do it tomorrow. Or when I October. Even the church here, they are not supposed to. That meat is supposed to reach tomorrow. You are staying here. He said all the leftovers must be packed put either to the drum or dig a ground and put them and burn them to ashes. You burn them to ashes, you don't carry and go. That is reminding, we are reminding you, each fellow, they will burn them for your presence. Burn the bones that you cannot break. You don't break any bone. You don't break any bone. Like I said, this meat, you want his food, you want to know. If you break the bone, you have lost your blessing. And you have offended God. That's why, if you go through the Bible, because this can't in a long book, if you go and cut, then the place is saying, this feast is a beloved feast to invite people to come. But other feasts invite people to come. People that will come this book is people that are circumcised. The circumcision means person that you have thought about this thing, you have known this. That is circumcision is talking about. About they taught you this thing, you have known it. So that time when you are here, nothing will look strange for you again because you have known it. But if a stranger come, he will defy the feast. God said, don't tell them to come. But the other feasts that goes to the tabernacle, he said, tell them to come. Tell the Egyptians, tell the Ethiopians, tell them to come, tell everyone to come. Because they are all my children. But you are my covenant children, people that have known me and bring ordinances and precepts. You are my peculiar ones. That is what the Bible said. Don't tell them, this is a sacred feast. That unless you teach your friend everything about it, then you can allow him to come. So that when he comes, nothing will be straight to him again. So that we will not make mistake. Because if you make mistake, now because of your presence, me, I've known it. Most of us have known it. So when we do it, as God has directed us, then the Almighty God will know. That is when you sit there and say, God, oh, this problem when I get too much. You never say I dey bear my tithe. God never say I dey keep the Sabbath day as you have directed me. I know that there are some liberals as a human being, but give me the spirit to do it more than as I do to do it. I keep your Sabbath. I keep your piece of tabernacle. I was there. I did not start telling God, referencing you all these things. Why do you say that night I prayed this prayer? All these things are referencing God that very night. That all these things are referencing that very night. I said the tithes when I did pay before now. I don't think when I pay tithes because I don't get income again. So it's not my fault. Please. I continue, my brother. Where are you? And you shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning you shall burn with fire, as I told you now. And thus shall ye eat it with your lions guided. Your lion guided. You tie yourself, put your belt. You guide yourself, wear your clothes, wear your shoes, carry your walking stick. That's what I want to read now. And thus shall you eat it with your lions guided, your belt, your shoes on your feet. That day you will wear your shoes here, because we are going to put all chairs outside here. So you put your shoes. No more that they say, police will lock you as well. You cannot wear shoes and tell you. Don't wear a shoe to the hair, please. And thus shall you eat it, and you shall eat it in haste. And you see your shoes on your feet and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. The Lord's what? Passover. The Lord's what? Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborns in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt, the gods of those people that are disturbing you. Because if you don't keep the God silent, then the angels cannot work well. But the prince of Persia stopped the rapper when he was carrying the message of Daniel. So now God said, He will smite their gods because they have power. Those powers, their power, their spirits. He smite them so that His own judgment will be perfected. And the blood of God's of Him and will execute judgment. Without judgment, He cannot do anything. I am the Lord, said the Lord. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where you are. And that place where. And when I see the blood, that blood has spread there, and you have used blood to put by the door post. When I pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy. No plague shall be upon you, you will pass you. When I split the land of Egypt, and this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast of the Lord throughout your generations. As a feast of, so many verses when they say this is Old Testament and the person is pure liar, not minded, you just want to hurt them. You don't want to God, but he's doing something serious underneath that is more than the things of God. The God, anything God says you do is pure. Because Jesus Christ did it that last day he was about to be crucified. He did it after we got through the Bible well. After the Paschal call it the feast of, after the Passover meal, he went upstairs and took the Holy Communion with only his apostles. But other times he goes to the synagogue to do it. But the last day he had to fulfill what God said they should do, to prove to you that he's obedient to God. And you now you are selecting saying this and that. Though I love the Bible of his revelation. He said again before the end time, he said that this word will reach to every nook and corner of the world. And the whole world will know this word. All his word, all his ordinances, all his precepts. They will know that day of judgment, you will not tell the angels that will be around you that I don't know this, I was not taught. He said all this will be taught and you will know them. So at the last day, to be a witness, that word be a witness you before the judgment table. So we continue. And this day shall be unto you 7 days shall you eat unleavened after that thing, after that very night. After that very night, the following evening, we will enter the unleavened. The holy congregation. You don't go sell market that day. You don't go buy whatever, just like Sabbath. But the only difference is that we are going to go here. That do work of their own, or things of their own, and keep my commandments. He said, we will lift you up above. People will see you and call you great nation. He said, even the Europe among you, that say actually I don't have children who will inherit my heritage. He said he will make a monument for you that people will see generation to generation that what I will do.
I'm
Give me